All right, good morning. Module 7, Assignment 1, Add and Remove Slides. Okay, I'm going to download these 3 files. Okay, open the Add and Remove Slides presentation in PowerPoint and then perform the following tasks. Add 2 slides after the title slide. Okay, so as discussed in class, this is very similar to Word. The ribbon is the same, although there's different features. And so just keep in mind that most of what is being asked, if something similar was asked in a Word document, that's how you do it here. So you can click in this space right down here. This is our one title slide at the moment. I'm just going to add title slide. And I'll say Module 7, Assignment 1. Okay. To add 2 new slides, what you'll do is you'll come over here to New Slides. Let's see if it specifies. First, add a slide that has a default title and content layout. Okay, so you pick on this down little button and you will see a couple of different options. Well, the one that we want is the title with and content option. So I'll click that and it added the slide for me. The next one it wants is to content layout. Okay. Click on the down one again, and it's labeled to content. You can go ahead and click on it. If you're on a Mac, they might be labeled slightly different, but really what you're looking for is this title, and then content box 1, content box 2, okay? Whereas here you have a title and, content, okay? And again, these are all in the drop down here under new slide. All right, add 7 more slides. Use each slide layout at least once. Okay, so we want a total of 10 slides. So I'm going to pop this down. We don't have a section header yet. I'm going to do it again. We'll do a comparative one. We'll have a blank one. Content with caption. We're at 7 slides now. Let's see what else we have. Picture with caption. Let's see. And then, all right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm missing one. Which one did I miss? Oh, maybe title only. Okay. So this one is title only. Okay. This one is picture, content, and this one is a, what do they call this one? Content with caption. This is a blank slide. I'll leave it blank. This is a side-by-side to content or comparison. So this particular one is the comparison. This particular one is a section heading. And this is a to content one. Okay. All right, I'm going to add one more slide at the end to give it 10. I'm going to say, I'm going to do a section header. Just say end. Okay. Let's see. In normal view, delete slide 3. Okay. So right now I am in the normal view. If you come down to this bar right here at the bottom, you'll see you have slideshow, reading view, slide sorter, and normal view. Okay, so I'm in normal view. That's what's checked. If I was in this one, slide sorter would be kind of this grid. This option gives us the reading pane, and this one, as we saw in class, is full presentation. If you click on this one and you're not sure how to get out, just hit the escape key. Okay, I'll click back on the normal. I'm going to go over to slide 3, and I'm going to click on it. Now, I have a couple of options here. We could go to home and we could click cut. Okay, I'm going to undo that real quickly. I could click on the slide and then I could hit delete. That's kind of my options here. You could also, I'm going to undo it, right click on it and then delete slide. 3 options. All right, switch to the slide sorter view and then delete slides 5 through 8. The presentation now contains 5 slides. So I'll select 5 and I'll come down here to 8. I'm going to hit the shift key and then select 8 so that all of these are there. But wait, it asked me to be in the slide view, so let me do that first. Okay, so I've come to the slide view. All right, I've selected 1. I hold the shift key. I come down here and I click on 8. It selects everything in between. And then I'm just going to cut those. Okay. Add, the presentation now contains slides. Add 7 slides to the end of the presentation by inserting the content of the import outline. Okay. So I'm going to go back to my normal view. Okay. I'm going to click down here. I'm going to click insert. I'm going to click let's see. And inserting content from import slides. Okay. So let's see if this works. I'm just going to try a drag and drop. I don't know that it'll work, but we will see. No, it won't work. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double click on reuse slides. Okay. Oh, here we are. We have got 7 slides here, and they want us to insert these 7 slides into our original PowerPoint. So let me go back to reuse slides. So I'm going to select all. Oops. All right, well, I'm going to click on 7, and then I'm going to come up here to 1. I hold the shift key and click. I could also come over here and right click. And let's see, do we have a select all? We don't have a select all. Okay, so what you'll have to do is you'll have to click in the first one, scroll down to the bottom, hold down the shift key, and then click. You should have everything selected. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to click copy right here. We're going to come into our other one, make sure you're clicked down at the bottom so that this little line shows up after your last slide, and then just hit paste. Okay. So now we have these slides in here. Okay, so we have 12 slides total. All right, use the reuse slide feature to insert the first slide from the reuse slides presentation. Oh, add 7 slides by inserting the content of import outline. Okay, I was wrong. So I'm going to undo this. I inserted the wrong content. So I'm going to open up import outline. Okay. So let's see. I wonder if there is a way to export this as a PowerPoint. We're just going to try it real quick, see if that option is available to us. It does not look like it is. Okay. So in order to add this content, what we're going to do is add 7 slides to the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we're going to come up, we're going to start on our first one here. And I'm going to go back into our document and select this first block of text, click copy. I'm going to come back in here and I'm going to change the layout to title and content. And then I'm just going to paste. I'm going to put the service project goal here and delete it from here so that I know what my heading is, and I've already got these bullet points. Okay, do this again. I'm going to change this to title and content as my layout. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to select. You'll see that there's some headings that are larger than others, like process is the heading. Here it's slightly larger by 1 font point. So that is your title for the slide. Control copy, paste. Process was this slide. Okay, do it with the next one. It's called gather information. Make sure I've changed my layout. Paste. Gather information. See what my next one is. Oh, I'm missing 1 bullet point, so I'll make sure I get that. Back in my original slide. You'll notice that when these get entered in, they've been entered in as bullet points. And so I should just be able to hit enter and paste a new one. I can. Okay. All right. Title and content. You can also bulk edit these. If I were to select all the remaining slides and then click on layout, it would bulk edit the layout. So now that they'll all be the same. All right. The next one is gathering information continued. But for this one, I am going to do, let's see. I'm going to try this one because I want to have questions for department reps here, since that was kind of a subheading in the document. Okay, on to my next one. Set up team. Set up team. And plan the project. It's interesting that these are all, we'll see. I'm just going to select this, come in here. Project, and then I'll delete this. And then these two, if no employee or if some employees were smaller. So I'm going to just go to them in tabs so they're a little bit tinier. Okay, and then last one, meet with the department. Okay. We're at the end, so I'm wondering. Let's see. Looks like I have to change some of this. So I'm going to change the layout here to 2 content. And then I'm going to go to this slide before it. Select my content. Paste it here. And then come up here. Oops. I'm going to do comparison instead. And I'm going to say service project goal. Process. We're going to say import outline. Okay. So I'm also going to change the layout of this one to a side-by-side, but then I'm going to replace the information here so that we can ensure we have enough space. Oops. Okay. So that has been added. I'm also going to put this here. So because this is a continued, there we go. Oopsies. Get that down to the same size. Okay, now they're both 18. All right, so we're going to reset. Oops. Okay, I'm gonna, oopsies. Just gonna delete this one. Make sure I have enough room for everything that's coming below. Okay, again, your slides don't have to look exactly like mine, but the goal is to make sure that you have all the content there that you need. Okay, so I'm actually going to change the layout of this one to set up team. And project. To this. Okay. Right. One thing I'm going to do right here now, as you see, I have these blank slides in between. So I'm just going to come over here and drag and drop this. Okay. It should, in theory, move these. There we go. Okay. So now I'm going to come back to my view. So I was at Plan Project. Okay. So now I've got a couple extra slides because I consolidated them into one. Come back up here. All right. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 slides left. That's perfect. Okay. So I'm going to this one, I'm going to set my layout to, let's do a content with caption again. I'm going to put my content here. This was lead the discussion. Get rid of it from here because it was really a title. It's the font, so it's a little bit more noticeable. And then this was called Meet with the Department. Well, it's a good thing I didn't get too far. This is going to become a 2 content. We're going to call this Meet with the Department. Okay, lead the discussion is here. And let's see what the other one has. There we go. Discussion here. Okay, go back over here. Meet with the department. Okay. All right, so I'm going to just switch the order of this content. So that it is in the correct order of what you see in the document. Oopsies. All right. So there might be a way to do this automatically that I can look into. Okay. Okay. And I am going to just make this one bigger because it's slightly bigger in the document. Not that. Outline the parameters of the project is the next heading. So I'm just going to make this slightly bigger. And I'm going to make sure I still have a bullet point there. Okay. Should be almost done. Yep. I know this is a little bit out of order, guys, but at the end of the day, you need the 7 slides. You can determine how you lay them out. It's totally up to you. All right. I'm going to use this one. Okay. This is 12%. one is called Carry Out the Projects. Okay. And this last one is called Celebrate and Evaluate. Okay. Use the Reuse Slides feature to insert the first slide from Reuse Slides presentation as slide 2 in the Add Remove Slides, then close the Reuse Slides pane. Okay, so I'm going to go up here to under number 2, say as slide 2. Okay, so I'm going to do under number 1. I'll get my little bar here. I'm going to click on Reuse Slides, and then the first slide from Reuse Slides 2. Okay, so I'm going to browse. I'm going to find the PowerPoint I want. I'm going to select this slide, and then it'll import it. Okay, it's the first slide. It's going in here. Okay, then close the Reuse Slides pane and insert a duplicate copy of slide 2 as slide 3. So to insert, we'll close the Reuse Slides pane. To insert a duplicate, you'll click on the right and you'll just say duplicate slide. Okay. You can also, let's see. Yep. You can also come in and under new slides, duplicate selected slides, and it will duplicate whatever you've selected. Okay. Insert a duplicate copy of slide 2 as slide 3, hide slide 2, and then delete slide 8. Okay. So I'm going to hide, I'm going to right click, I'm going to hide the slide. All right, it's hidden now. And then I'm going to come down here and just delete slide 8. And then we will save, and this will be your submission. Okay, so you should end up with 13 slides, 12 visible, 1 hidden, and most of the content from that document in here. So that is assignment number 1. Okay.